Hello, everyone. So let's work on another question on the subject of data interpretation. So here on the screen, I am showing directions for question number 21 to 25. So you will see one line chart on the left side of your screen, and then there is question number 21 and question number 22. So the other questions, question number 23, 24, and 25, all questions are now displayed on your screen. So basically, we are going to solve these questions, and this is a playlist in which I'm solving a series of questions on the subject of data interpretation. Usually, we'll be looking at some kind of data presented in charts and tables and etc. So let's try to do this. Now I already shown you the questions, so you can pause the video anytime. You can try to answer these questions by yourself, and then later we will answer. You can compare your answers with my answers. So with that brief overview, let's get started. So I'll be solving these questions one by one. So let's look at the data. The following chart shows the sales of handbags in thousands of units in the city of Hyderabad for duration of 7 years. So on the x-axis, we are having 2016 to 2012, some 7 years data, and on the y-axis, what is these numbers? These numbers are sales of handbags in thousands of units. That means number of bags sold actually. A trend line also shown for your reference. Answer the questions that follow. So yeah, so let's see. And also the chart, if you see 400 to 500, there are about 10 divisions. So each horizontal smaller division corresponds to 10 units. Okay, so let's look at the question number 21. What is the percentage change in sales of handbags in the year 2010 with respect to the year 2008? So percentage change in sales of handbag. So let me write it down here. So now we are talking about question number 21. So sales in 2008 and sales in 2010. So these two things have been asked. So percentage change in sales of handbags in the year. So here we should assume that sales of handbags means we are comparing the number of units, because the cost of the handbag is not given. So let's assume that. So we need 2010 and 2008 data. So let's look at it. So 2010 data, I'm looking at the blue color line, which is the sales. Here clearly I can see it is 490,000, okay, in 2010, that is. So 490,000, 490,000, and 2008 it is exactly 400,000. So what is the question asked in question number 21? The question asked was percentage change with respect to 2008. So denominator will be 2008 data, and the numerator will be the change. So 490 minus 400, so that will be 90 by 400 into percentage, into 100 will make it into a percentage. So basically we are looking at 90 by 4. So what is that? So let's calculate that. So 90 by 4. So 22.5 is the answer. So 22.5 percentage should be our answer. So let us see if it matches with the choices. I can see 22.45, 22.50. So looks like option C is the closest choice. So option C is the answer for this question number 21. So now let's go to question number 22. So what is the question? What is the approximate difference between the trend line data and the actual sales for the year 2010? So now we need to find the difference between trend line and actual date. So okay, so again, so here actually it is not very clear, but let's see. This data anyway we have 2010. The actual sales is 2010. Actual sales is 490,000 units. So whereas if you see the 2010 data, so it is exactly in between these two data points, slightly less than 400 and slightly more than 390. So I'll assume it to be 395,000 units. So this is trend sales. And what is the question? What is the approximate difference between the trend line data and the actual sales? So the what is the difference between these two? So it is 95,000 units is the difference. Okay, so it's just simply subtraction. You will get 95,000. So which matches with option C. So for question number 22, the answer is option C, as simple as that. So let's go to question number 23 now. Okay. So what is question number 23? So in how many years are the sales of handbags above the estimated trend? So actual sales should be above the estimated trend. So let us look at the data. So here it is below. Here almost it is exactly same. So but clearly I can say it is not above. So 2007 is not the above. 2008 is the above. So in fact all these points are above. So one, two, three, four, five. So on five occasions the trend is above. So trend above, say actual. So sorry, actual above trend. So that is five times I have counted. But what is the question? Let's once again refer. In how many years are the sales of handbag above the estimated trend? Correct. So the answer is option B. So which is uh, equal to five. So let's continue. Question number 24. So again, you can pause the video here. You can try to answer yourself, and later we can compare with my answer. Okay, so we want to plan for the production of handbags for the year 2013. Okay, so if you notice, the plot was only up to 2012. So now we want to plan for future 2013. The policy is to keep additional 10% production margin above the expected sales based on the trend line. Then what should be the production of the year 2013? Okay, so now production is nothing but 10% above the expected sales. So expected sales will be the red line. Okay, so for 2013, what is the expected sales? So here you can see 2013 will be this last line, and here it is more than 500. So assume that it is 510. Okay, so question 24. So expected, the red line is trend, right? Expected sales is 510,000 in 2013. And what is your thing? 10% extra should be your production. So therefore production in 2013 is 10% more than 510. So simply you can do 1.1 of that. So let's do that calculation. 510 into 1.1, which gives me 561. So 561,000 units needs to be produced in the year 2013 to to match this requirement. The 10 estimated sales, it should be 10% extra. So let us see 561,000 if it is there in the answers. Yes. So option D in question number 24 is matching with our requirement. So therefore the answer here is option D. So now let us go with the question number 25. So what is question number 25? If the average cost of handbag is rupees 450, what is the sales revenue in 2012? I think it is very easy. I just have to multiply the number with 450. What is the sales number of units sold in 2012? So 2012, the number of units sold is 510. Okay, so you can see it is above 500. So looks like 510. So I'll just assume to be 510. So sales in 2012 is 510 units. This is actually 1000 units. And what is the cost or selling price? 450 rupees. So now if I multiply these two, so I'll get 510 into 450. So that comes to 229500, 229500, and then 1000 is also there. So 123. So this is rupees, the revenue. Okay. Now this is thousands, this is 95 lakhs and 22 crores. So 22.95 CR is the revenue. Okay, because let's see in the options whether it is there. Yes, 22.95 is option C. Okay, so therefore let's mark it option C. So let's collect all the answers together. So again, as per our tradition, so 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. 25 option is D, sorry, C. 24 is D, B, C. So D, B, C. And finally, what is the 21 answer? 21 is C. Okay. So our final answers are like this: C, C, B, D, C. I hope your answers also matching exactly with this. So I hope you have learned something from this particular short video. I'm going to record more videos like this and see you in the later video. Just a minute. So this is 24th, right? Yeah.